Reuters posting a couple more headlines here from their interview with the president this afternoon. A whip around here, everything from the Fed here at home to Turkey and Iran overseas. Let me give you a couple of the headlines that they're just moving on the wires now, saying that the president said there will be no concessions with Turkey over that detained American pastor that's been the flashpoint of so much controversy between the two countries. The president also says, according to Reuters, that he's not concerned about the potential for economic damage to Europe over U.S. tariffs against Turkey. And the president also saying that he thought he had a deal with Erdogan of Turkey, the leader there, to gain the freedom of that pastor. Apparently, he did not. And finally, the president saying, in terms of Iran, the president saying if Iran's Rouhani wants to meet with him, fine, but if not, quote, I could not care less. The president saying that about the Iranian leader. Also, that coming just as the New York Times has a headline up saying that Iran says that the president sought a meeting with the president 8 times at the UN last year. So some dispute there apparently about who exactly wants a meeting between the president of the United States and the president of Iran in those headlines from the New York Times and from Reuters that are just moving even as we speak here. And then finally, one headline here about Russia to bring you from this Reuters reporting as well, saying that Trump says he would consider lifting U.S. sanctions on Russia if Moscow were to take steps to work with the United States on issues like Syria and the Ukraine. So the president signaling there he's open, if he gets some cooperation from Moscow, to lifting those sanctions. That obviously a key point of contention between the United States and Moscow, and a key objective of Vladimir Putin is to get those sanctions lifted, guys. Back over to you.
All right. And Eamon, I mean, to wrap it all together, it just seems like a lot of relatively combative comments, whether it be about the Fed, trade, Iran, sort of digging in on a series of issues here in this interview.
Yeah, that's right. But signaling that he's open to a meeting with the Iranians, and I think that's fascinating because we've seen the president do this now with Vladimir Putin in Helsinki. We saw that meeting with Kim Jong-un of North Korea. The president willing to meet with people who are sort of traditionally in the U.S. adversary box in terms of foreign relations. The president may be trying to run that play again. We'll wait for more confirmation from the White House on exactly what the president's intentions are there. But you could see those conversations setting up a big international set piece the way we've seen twice already this year.